So welcome everyone. Today we will talk about real challenges teams face and how to actually solve them using Smartsheet Resource Management. By the end of this session, you will clearly understand why overallocation happens, how to detect it early, and how to regain control using resource management. We'll start with pains many organizations experience, then explain why it happens, introduce resource management, go through core capabilities, navigation, and practical features. Most important, we'll have a lot of practice, so take your notebooks and ask your questions. Let me introduce our speakers today. It's Inna Popko and Olga Levshukova. They have a lot of experience helping organizations to overcome constraints in operations. They have vast experience organizing processes in industries with heavy and complex operations, such as construction, building. It's really important in those areas. So if you do this in complex areas, you can solve everything in the rest of areas as well. Welcome, Ina. Welcome, Olga. Please take a few words about yourself and about Consolve.
Thank you very much, Elena, for this great introduction. And first of all, I would like to thank everyone who joined us today. We made a very small announcement about this webinar because it is our first webinar this year and also our first webinar live. So we are a consulting company and we have offices in Switzerland and in Ukraine. And we've been in business for 13 years. We work with different company processes, helped streamline company processes. And as Elena mentioned, we work in industries like construction, building automation, infrastructure, so manufacturing, pharmaceutical, and technology. I'm a principal of Consolve, and Olga is my colleague. She's going to be delivering the presentation today, and we all are certified in Smartsheet. So for those who are new to research management that we will go over today, it is a product of Smartsheet, an add-on, and our team is certified, and we're also Smartsheet Gold solution partners. The topic that we chose today, it's not an accidental topic. We actually were inspired by one of our customers, one of our clients, and should be joining us today as well. So this was a very close topic to their company, and we decided to kick off our webinar series with research management. And I hope you're gonna learn something new today. So, thank you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ina, for the introduction. Let's move to the next slide. So why resource management? What is like, why would we need the resource management? I just want you to think, first of all, of your organization. Just think for a few minutes, maybe for a minute, just an answer in your head to a question. What is the top pains for you, for your organization? Is it key specialist overload? Maybe missed deadlines? Maybe budget overruns? Maybe there is burnout inside of the organization for your employees. What is more important for you? And why I mention all of this is only because every organization at some pace, they have this constraints, they face these pains, like every organization. And why I love resource management, because things this forecasting and this predictability, you can prevent all of those. And let's move to the next slide and just see like how further we can do it. So first of all, why all of this happening? Why all of this happens to your organization? The problem is most often is the structure, and very rarely is the people. Sometimes we blame people. Oh no, you missed the deadline. Why you're burnout? Why not satisfied with something? But maybe just it's a lot of workload on this person, and we just simply don't see it. And this person is just keeping silent, keeping doing work, trying to meet the deadlines and so on. But we just don't see like how overloaded this person is. Um, Resource management, sometimes it's just because of overload. Sometimes we have many project management managers and they plan individually, and we don't see like how it correlates within the whole organization. Sometimes there is no ownership and nobody is kind of responsible for this. You don't see who is doing what. And Another thing is why it happens is spreadsheets. All organization, even though they utilize Smartsheet, they still have this secret Excel spreadsheets hidden somewhere for some planning, for some notes, and sometimes like people keep using those spreadsheets to plan, and nobody sees that. Like and it is happening every time, all the time. So I just wanted to get to you to that resource management is not about people, it's usually governance problems. And let's see like why resource management is so good. I forgot to add to the background myself. I don't know. Let me know if it looks strange.
No, I think it looks good. I think you're
It's good. That's good. Okay, I forgot to add myself. So I'm between three men right now. I can see it also. Looks funny a bit. All right, good. So resource management. Why resource management? If you use a Smartsheet user, you know that resource management is add-on and it integrates together with Smartsheet. So if you have schedule, it will help you to assign people properly, resource management, I mean. It will help you avoid overallocations, it will help you forecast capacity, and it will help you align all demand that you have currently. Yes, so you just need to know three things about resource management: staffing, right people, right project, capacity planning, future view, and reporting, visibility for leadership. Executives will love that reporting. I will show you in a second, and you will love it too. It's really cool. Then let's stop a little bit on the core capabilities for Smartsheet. There are four pillars: the interactive scheduling, portfolio management, time and fee baselines and forecast, and dynamic reporting. Interactive scheduling. It's not just simply the report, it's an interactive schedule engine. You have a heat map here. You have availability for sorting, for filtering. You can create your own views. You can share those views. You can use it like you don't use it to see the problem. No, you can use it to see the problem, but also you can solve it right away inside of it. You don't need to come back somewhere else. You can do it right there, right in this tool. Portfolio management, I would say it's just like finally visibility. At one screen, you can see everything. You can see the timeline across all of your project, not just one, not two. You can see the timeline across all of them. You can have the pipeline visibility. You can see what is coming next. You can predict what it will come next and what will be demand for it. You can use this start and end dates. You can use statuses and filters in this view. I will show you in a second in the demo, not just because it will be the presentation with slides. The demo will be fun. And just imagine this one thing. For example, your sales, they win 3 projects. In what view you can tomorrow see everything and this impact immediately. Where? Like what other tool can show you? But resource management can. You can integrate this project from Smartsheet directly in a few clicks, and you can see it in this kind of view right there. Time and fee baselines and forecast. There is where finance and operations overline. If you set up the rates, if you set up inside of the project, if you made the setup, so you will see the dollars as well here. You can see your baselines versus actual. I will show you also how you can see that. You will see remaining time, and you can forecast outcome here in this screen. And also on the resource management has also time tracking tool. Your team can track their time inside of the tool, and you can also compare everything, what's going on, what was planned and what was actual. And dynamic reporting is really cool. So most of the reporting questions will be from your executives. Are we profitable? Do we have capacity? And this is where you can see it. There is utilization, time reports, budget reports, and this is they are very flexible. They have a lot of filters, and there is this advanced report feature that I will share really quick in a few minutes, and this is just amazing. Without utilization tracking and capacity planning, all work will be just guesswork, right? Agree with me? Right now, I will switch to Smartsheet and resource management, and I will show you navigation, this color legend, and so on, how to access really quick. And then we will switch to the practice part also of how to find this overallocation, how to deal with this, and so on. So can you see my screen? Do you see Smartsheet right now?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. All right. So for this webinar, I created my workspace. Might call it BCE. It's Best Company Ever webinar, and I have my project pre-set up here. And what I need currently is project schedule. So I pre-open already it here. So I have here, it's already connected to resource management. But if it's not connected, for example, you want to connect your schedule to resource management, you can click over here to resource management button, and it will prompt you to connect and ensure that it's filled. Let it load a little bit. So basically, for your scheduling for connecting it to resource management, first of all, you have it to be enabled in your account. Then in your schedule, you would need to set up your start date, end date. It can be called whatever, but it has to be the date column, right? And then assign resource, responsible, assigned to, whatever you call it. And allocation, right? There should be % of allocation. If you have phases, you can use this as well. In this demonstration, I don't have it. And this is it. So it's already connected. I have all of these columns here. This is my allocation. And towards the left, I have my Gantt chart. If you can see that I have predecessors here, you can also play with this. Duration helps a lot as well. If predecessors are very dependent, it might be a bit challenging to change them inside of resource management. I will show you, just keep this in mind. If they are more like a lot of dependencies, it can be a bit challenging. So, okay, resource management. I can see something that I see some assignments already over here, but the view is not very good. So I can find it right here and can see this workload schedule for these people. right, in this view, and they will be like showing where they are available. And the blue here, the blue bars, they are related to this project, right? It was project A. And also I can see in gray other projects that are happening at the same time, and where I have overallocation for the team that is working on this project. So it just view only, it just for you to see that the glance on this project, if it has issues or not. But if you want, but for sure you would want to get to resource management to have better view and to expand all of its features. So you can click over here, and it will take you to the project page. On the project page, you have the main page brief that has brief information on the project, right? So you can see the people, you can see the basic schedule, you can see the current work. There is no current work on the project. And also, I would like to pay attention. This is a new feature in Smartsheet. It's a AI tool, workload risk. It updates. You can like force to update it right now. If you may, or if you're making any changes and it didn't grab it, so you can update it. You can use this drop down to check if you want to have it next week or in 60 days. See, it already showing that something is under, like I see that Allison and Ava, they are underallocated. So I might want to do something with this. And there is also suggested actions. You can navigate here to people schedule or to project schedule. So basically, if you click here, it will take you to people. It will take you either to people or to schedule, depending what you will click. Play with this. I won't stop on this. This is a cool tool. If you have a lot of projects at the same time, many people, I think it's going to be cool. Just play with this. So another tab over here is the schedule. So what is interesting about resource management is that you don't have the bar for navigation as here. You kind of like can scroll it, but there is no here. If you are new to resource management and you don't know how to scroll toward the right or left, you need to use your mouse and left click on the screen and then pull it towards the right and towards the left to move and find what you want to see. In the schedule tool here, in the small one or in the big one, you can have the views, right? You have day view, you have week view, month. Also, you can play with this bar to shift where you want instead of using your mouse and scrolling back and forth. But just it's up to you. Or you can return to today and just see what's going on today. Today there is nothing on this project, but let's see what is coming. Also, you have a work list. You can see your team, right? You can see what are they supposed to do, their location, the dates, if they're scheduled or something is at risk here, some tentative. And you can see also if they are on track. You can play with the statuses on this screen. As well, you can navigate to the reports from here, to time and fees report, and to budget report. If you click, it will generate your report. Okay, it's fun, but it's not very that visibility that I was promising you to show. So let's switch to another view and see what we have here. This is the schedule, right? If you would click there on the AI tool, it would get you here. So currently, you can see on the screen my view. I selected my view for this webinar, and I selected just the projects I want you to demonstrate today. So these are all of my projects. They are blue. You can see they're blue. Let me make it like this. So you can see them that they are blue. This is the schedule that is the same in resource management and in Smartsheet, because if I change something in the schedule, the end date and the start date will still remain the same as it was set up inside of the project. This is kind of interesting thing that you might change the schedule So, but the way it was set up in the very beginning, it will remain. So it kind of like show you your baselines. It kind of shows you what was set up in the beginning. You can track it without checking the cell history inside of Smartsheet. You can see it over here. But if you are they annoying you and you want just to change it, you can simply go to the project and they change the dates over there on the project inside of your schedule. All right, good. So the colors, other colors. There is this purple color. It shows you it's also set up inside of each project. It's my internal project, PTO. I track here the sick days, paid leaves, vacations. Also, you can add holidays here. It helps me to plan my capacity inside of for my team and also see it in Smartsheet because I will show you the difference, right? With this project, with this sheet, with this schedule, and without this, because we know that people are getting sick. People need to have rest. We have some training, we have some conference, business trips, and if we don't count this and plan that that person will be there, it's just not a good planning. Just again guesswork. Okay, good. And also you can set the schedule set up, for example, as a tentative project. You're not sure if this project is going to happen or not. So it's gray in this case. Where do I do this setup? I go to project settings. There is this dates, that light blue dates that were pre-set up in the beginning. And this is my rates for each person. I can play with them. I can add tags. And the project type is over here. So if it's confirmed, it's going to be blue, internal will be purple, and tentative is gray. I don't want to change anything here. I'm returning back to my project, to my projects and to the schedule. So this is a schedule view. Again, play with filters. You can reset them filters and see everything. You can play with owners, select your projects, type of the project clients, or you can add tags and then you can play with tags. I will come back to my resource management webinar. So these are my projects and my timeline, just the timeline. If I want to see the details inside of this timeline, I will click in the assignment details. You have the filters here, assignment details. It just shows like what people are doing on each project. You can hide that site and you will see you will have the better view over here. Again, it's by month. You can do it by week, by day. You can switch to today and see what is going on today. Right, I see that I have a big H project that has some work, and also I have this my PTO. I see that somebody goes on vacation in March. Also, Flora, what is doing Flora? Flora is on sick leave today. I need to probably check what's going on because Flora has a sick leave today, and also I assigned her. She's managing the project. Right, so maybe I would need to change something and free the schedule and ensure that during these few days somebody will cover her up. So this is where I see what's going on. Then on this view, I think it's pretty much it. You also scroll right and left like this. This is where you can see what's going on, what kind of task you have. You can add more tasks here. You can add team members, you can shift project dates here, or just hide details if you just want to hide details for this project. You don't want to check here, for example, the tentative project. I'm not very interested in this because, oops, sorry, I just clicked something wrong. And you just hide the details. My phases are not added. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's switch to another view. And for example, we would like to see people view. So we're still in the schedule and we're in people view. So this is a bit detailed. Let's see the allocation heat map. On this view, you can see what is going on. I will click again to my resource management webinar filter, and you'll see it's not that red. Why it's not that red? Because when I would scroll here, I will see that all of my projects are selected, but the project with PTO is not. So once I add my PTO, it refreshes, and oh my God, what is going on here? First of all, don't pay attention to me, it's me, and it just pulled me because I created this PTO project, and yeah, I'm overallocated. Yeah, that's true. But also I have a lot of demos here, so that's why don't pension at me. So let's better look at today. Let's see what's going on today or this week. So today we have Flora, right? Flora, we saw previously that she was sick, right? So we need to understand who will cover up project D, H, B, and C for 2 days. We can just think about like another project manager or assistant project manager who will cover her up. If you know already who it can be, it's very easy. But if you don't know who else you have, you would need to go to people page. Let's see people page. So on your people page, you have the list of your people in your team. And you can see their status. Usually it's set up within the account. So I can go to my account and set up myself as working remotely and so on. Somebody is on vacation and somebody is out sick. Flora is not sick, but as far as I know, she is. So can come here and change her, but I don't have to. Anyways, she's sick, right? So we this is important that she's sick. But let's see. So Flora is a manager. Who else is a manager? Eva is assistant project manager. Let's try to assign her, Eva, to as Flora for this project that she currently has. I'm returning back to the schedule. And
Would you mind if I interrupt you for a second?
of course.
If we come back to the people screen, I just wanted to add something.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to add about this that from our experience, we've worked with some clients that had the challenge and they had to manually enter data on resources. So this is the people in the resource management are also resources that we plan, right? So they had to manually enter data in multiple tools, like for example, ERP system or HR management system. And so it was a frustration because they had to do it 3 or 2 times and including this resource management tool. So I just wanted to add that resource management has a very good API documentation and Smartsheet does the same. And so we help our clients integrate through API data so that they don't have to manually enter it from in multiple systems and the flow is seamless basically. Yeah, so that's how those details that Olga showed in just a little bit a while ago, whether they're on vacation or on PTO, I'm sorry, yeah, it's the same thing pretty much. So whether they are out of the office or but they work full-time or part-time, and also including their time and attendance, this can go automatically to another business system that you guys have. So, thanks.
Thank you, Ina. Okay. Yeah, and also in this view, you can also play with this. What kind of columns do you want to see here? If you want some employee numbers, skills, utilization target, for example, you can set the utilization target and so on. So you can play with this. It's very flexible. Resource management is a puzzle that if you like pull it together, you will see what you need to see here. Then I'm coming back to schedule and people. and our Flora. So we can see that Flora is sick, so we have 4 projects for her. So what do I usually do? I change it today for day schedule, and then I simply I need 2 days, right? So I just need to delete 2 days from her. So what I do to go to allocation, and I split between February 21st and February 25th. So I do the split, confirm. So I already splitted something here. Right? Then I come here and I also do the split. Oops, wrong day. Sorry. It just want me to do the same, so I need to click here. Okay, scroll into Flora. And over here, I have the split, and I basically reassign it to Eva. So now this project goes to her, and she's still available 80%. So I can, like, I have 10% here, 10% here. So if I repeat the same steps, I will basically reassign and free Flora's time from sick leave there. So this is one of the ways how you can see first of all, identify overallocation and immediately free them up from the schedule of Flora and reassign those tasks that somebody will have attention to this project while she is on sick leave. They will just receive the calls or send the calls, or will talk the technicians, ensure that they are doing their work, or maybe something else, right? They will keep in mind that they have to work on this project. Right, so this is one of the ways how you can work with this overallocation. So let's come back again to my webinar view, allocation heat map. I just want to see what other, who else is overallocated. So another overallocation, I think, let me scroll a little bit further. So, okay, it's daily view, not very useful for me. Let's see the weekly. Okay, we have problems for sure with Delia. Who is Delia? Let's see her profile. I forgot who is she. Okay, she is a technician. She's technical, so she performs some technical work. And in this case, let's see, I'm not sure who else I can reassign her tasks. So she has this issues log and punch list, so it's important for her to complete. But at the same time, we have some installation probably. And I don't know, like, who else can I reassign it at the moment? So I can use placeholders. Placeholders, this is the feature that if you're not sure who, because it's important, to fill in the responsible, the assigned to, in order to populate here in resource management. If it's blank, the task will not populate here. But you can use instead of placeholder, and I will reassign right now this task to installation. I have a placeholder installation here, and it's gone from her schedule. And it appears here in installation. And then I can think about either I need to hire someone else to cover up those tasks for this project, or I just will find a subcontractor who will perform all of this work for this project. So this is how you can work on this. So you can either reassign, you can split this schedule and split the schedule, reassign, or simply reassign the whole task for this project. Or you can use placeholders and reassign them later. You can come back and you will see anyways that something is off. For example, like in this case, right? you see some assignments. You can add more placeholders. I just added one. You can add placeholders for engineers, for example. Maybe you would need more engineers or designers or whatever, whoever you need. So this is how you work with your overallocation. Yes, so there is a heat map and also there is assignment details. So you will see it's more detailed view. Also play with the view per day, per week, per month to have better visibility on the whole picture at a glance. All right, good. So we went over the schedule and for projects and for people. Another feature that's resource management has is capacity. So you can group it by discipline or by role, and you can see like where do you have the problem or somebody is not allocated within like quite long period of time. So there is the scroll, so you can scroll it here and you can see what's going on further. Very cool, right? Per role, you can see where you have issues. This is a large account. We have many roles here. It's not like definitely we need some consultants. But if you want to join our team, you can go to this website and apply for the position. You're welcome. So you see that it's very red. Backend developers, not sure, but yeah, you can see that something is going on. This is also within the company. Okay, another cool feature that resource management has, and the projects. The project view, you can see the shared views here. I can use them. These are some clients view. This is my view. Again, I created it for myself. You can create as many as you want your views. And you can see your projects. Again, it's like your dashboard. You can play with this and you can select what do you want to see here in this view using these check boxes over here. And oops, sorry. And you can see like at a glance what's going on, for example, duration and my PTO, the by project type. This is just your project portfolio. You can navigate from here to any of your projects, see some details, make your assignments, and so on. So this is portfolio. Another feature that I would like to show you is reporting. So reports, when you navigate to reports, you can have if you've been already to the screen, so you know that there are some pre-built reports already, right? This is what I'm gonna go over. This is pre-built report for you. So I will show you the same things, some activities already, and how we build the new report. So the new report, you click on the new report and you have options. You have 4 types of report: time and fees, expenses, budgets, and utilization. Today, we are talking about overallocation, so let's talk more on utilization report. So I selected utilization. Don't run it right away. You can do it, but it will be just not filtered one this week, right? So maybe you want to have it not this week, but next 90 days, let's say. You can use the filter grouping. So by team member, I don't want to do it by team member. I want to do it by role and then a team member. And I would like to show not everything, but I just want to show the projects that are for my webinar. So I have project tags here. I will select my webinar. This will help me just to show not within all the account that I have, but just my. And also, I would, if I want to see some discipline or some specific role, I would select this. But I just want to see them across all of my team. So I run the report. See, one click, and it's already here. It's grouped by the role and people below here. I can see that my target utilization is 100, and I have some issues with utilization for sure. A lot of work for me to fix. But this is just my webinar and my test, so it's not a realistic schedule for sure. What I wanted to show you right now is a cool feature that you can export it, you can share, you can save it right here. But I wanted to show you advanced report. So here you can give it a name. And you can select the destination where you would like this advanced report will be saved. It was loading so fast today. A couple of times I was testing this before we have it, and now it's loading not so fast. Sorry about that. So, my workspace webinar. I want to refresh it automatically, and that data to refresh every 24 hours. I will select this and I will click create. So it created automatically the folder within my workspace with this report. So it shows the people. It shows the dashboard, right? Very cool, very fast. The dashboard on all the hours, available hours, target utilization, and so on. It shows the graph for all of the people, right? And it shows high utilization, low utilization. So this is what executive probably would want to see. This is what you would like to show to the CEO or to the operations manager. So this is how you can work with your managers. This is what probably you would like to achieve. I hope you like it. I find it really cool, and I hope you will try it on and you will see the benefits. So this is all on the reports. I'm coming back to the presentation. No, doesn't want me to come back to the presentation. Okay, sorry. Let me stop share. I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Thank you, Olga, for showing this in practice. Frankly speaking, we have a few questions, and one of my question might be, is it possible to group people per department so that maybe CEO would like to see what department is the most overload, where is the bottleneck, for example.
Yeah, yes.
If there is such a possibility, you can
And I
share,
also want
please.
to remind you we have 10 minutes before the...
Yeah, this is what I wanted to show you really quick the resources. So we will share this presentation with you with all of the steps that was demonstrating you with demo. All of them will be on the slides. And I also encourage you to go to Smartsheet Learning Center and community and support and learn about resource management there. Just click on the link, it will take you and you can learn something more there. Also, there is the paths to the Smartsheet University. I encourage you also to check on them. And these are the short demos in YouTube. Just click on the link if you want to learn more about resource management, whatever you want. This is it. So we have the time for Q&A right now. So, Olena, do you want to add anything here?
Yes, we have several questions. One of them is the following. Does a new user get added to resource management automatically if they're assigned to a project in Smartsheet, even if this user is not yet included in the resource management?
I can
And
take
I would even add to this question, whom would you advise to purchase a license to resource management to, only to management or to resources themselves?
a very good question. Let me take some of these questions that you mentioned, Elena. Yeah, if you don't mind. Let me just circle back to the first question that you asked about the views on can you see different departments and overload within departments? Yes. So the answer to that question is yes. And this is something that is done during onboarding when the information about the company is set up in the resource management settings. So the departments could be also people skills, for example, certain levels of skills, whether it's a junior, a middle, or senior. locations. So all of those maybe branch offices, all these different details about the company and also the type of the business that you have, they are set up in the resource management settings, and then they are used in the views that Olga showed and in reports. So the capacity screen that Olga was showing on the screen, it can then be filtered accordingly per department or per other details that you set up in the system. So this is something that we usually help during the onboarding when the client starts with resource management. So this was the first question from Alana, and then the second question was about whether the new user is a new user gets added to resource management automatically. So the way it works is that first the team needs to be set up. So a new user, just if somebody just joined your company, they are not going to be added automatically in the resource management, and it's something that you need first to set up or integrate, like I mentioned before, through API. However, once the user is set up as a resource, because the reason why this is important, because when you are setting up a resource, so when Olana, for example, joins Smartsheet, Smartsheet knows that it's Olana and she has an email. That's all you need to set up a user in Smartsheet. However, in the resource management, this is actually going to be tied to that third question that Olana asked. In the resource management, you need to identify whether this is a managed resource or whether this is a manager, right? Resource manager. So those are two different types. And then it needs to be indicated there. So this is something that you guys decide it's a company decision, right? And those that the resource managers, the license of resource managers allows you to go and see all those pretty nice looking heat maps that Olga was showing on the screen. Managed resources, they sometimes they don't even have access to this resource management tool. Unless they charge their time to the that time tracking tool. So that's why it is important to set them up in the resource management first. However, once you've done that and once you've added those resources to the project, then as soon as you assign the resource in Smartsheet, it will right away show up in the resource management tool. So it is automated to a certain extent, and only the beginning of the project needs to be set up. I hope I was able to answer that question. Let me go to the next one. And there is one more. Yeah, Olana?
Yeah, do you recommend creating a PTO project to better manage resource taking time off? This is better for me. I would call it best practice for myself. I like it better because this is how I can see it. It gives me more visibility rather than just setting up some statuses for the people.
Yeah, it's just the reason why. So this is a pretty much a best practice that came from our clients. Actually, it was something that they invented, and they created this, came up with this idea because it shows on the heat map if you do that. However, if you set up the in the profile of a person that they are on leave, on vacation, for example, that will also show up on the heat map. So both are possible. It's just the preference of the view, how you like to see it on the board.
If you don't mind, I will add additional question. As a manager, really, I have sometimes trouble with managing people who don't work full time, but work part time. And I know that I have like 10 hours a week of this person. Is it possible to set up this timing and to see this person as overloaded based on the hours which are dedicated to the project? Maybe I have missed it for some reason, but please that.
It's all about the schedule. If it's all about the plan, how you plan it to be. if you plan it to be that the person has to complete the project, you can add estimated hours, for example, for the project. I can show
There's,
it.
I think we are limited in time, Olga. So
Yeah, okay.
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also in a profile of a people, you can indicate whether this person is a part-time employee or full-time. So it will limit their capacity accordingly. You can say, okay, they work maybe only 10 hours per week, and that way the tool will show right away that they are overall allocated if they are assigned 40 hours a week. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
it's flexible in that regard. Yeah, that's a very
If
good
you
point.
set up 100 allocation for this person, it will show you that you over-allocated the person because allocation means like 100 allocation means 8 hours. But yeah, you have to change it to 50 then.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining.